Here we go. It's time for 1, 2, 3 minute tip on podcasting. Thanks to Sane and Simple Podcasting, my project, which is not just in video form, it's also in somewhat audio form and definitely over on Substack. It's not just a description of how I do podcasting, it is a mindset to keep it simple to get your message out there. All right, so today I want to talk about ChatGPT because it is Tuesday and that's what we talk about on Tuesdays. I'm going to pull in Rachel Hansen's comment over on LinkedIn. I'm not going to show it to you. I'm going to read you the parts that really stuck out to me when she wrote this last week. And it's very kind of her that she wrote about how my ChatGPT videos on this channel really helped her get past a mindset issue with using ChatGPT. She mentions that, and I'm not going to read the whole thing verbatim, but she mentioned that a lot of us, quote unquote, a lot of us in academia tend to be glass half empty type folks when it comes to technical innovation. She mentioned academic dishonesty being the most important thing that people pay attention to. True. But she also said that AI like ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot can be pretty powerful tools to help us communicate more clearly and meet our entrepreneurial goals. And that is what I want to talk about. That fear of AI without actually experimenting with it or looking at both sides of the advantages and disadvantages and just automatically saying this is bad. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. Technology is also always feared when it's first introduced. Believe it or not, writing utensils were feared when they were first introduced. The car, the TV. Does anybody remember? Did anybody else grow up in the 70s when people were terrified of the radiation from a TV? Now we're terrified with some, there was a grain of truth, right? We're terrified of social media, what it will do to us versus what we can get out of it. And that's a whole other thing. But look, it's the same thing. We're always terrified of new things until we get a grasp on them and we use them for what we need and we leave the rest behind. The same is true for AI. There are negative things that we can do with it. There are also a lot of positive things that we can do with it. And I'm not turning turning a blind eye to the negative. I'm not. But I am highlighting the positives because that's where I want you to pitch your tent, especially with your podcast. I want you to experiment. I want you to use it to fill in the gaps on the things that you suck at. I suck at summarizing. I suck at pulling out key ideas. I suck at asking myself good questions to get to the heart of what I'm trying to say and do. And ChatGPT helps me do those things. And I'm demonstrating those over on the channel. So I hope that you experiment. I hope you follow what Rachel did and put down your fears and try it. Try it and see if it works for you. Sane and Simple Podcasting can be seen, all of the information over at Coffee Like Media.